it upset the male singer-songwriters. I think it made people nervous.
Speaking to Sir Elton John, the singer also talked about her recovery from a brain aneurysm 7 years ago.
The Women's Rugby World Cup final between England and tournament hosts New Zealand is taking place in Auckland. It has a record stadium crowd for a women's rugby of more than 40,000 after tickets sold out for Eden Park, the home of New Zealand rugby. It's the fifth time the two teams have met in World Cup finals, with New Zealand having won all 4 previous encounters. BBC News.
And so whenever I hear this sound and I'm playing it, I always, feel good. I always don't want it to stop because that is how it is. Good morning again and welcome to it here on this beautiful Saturday morning. And I know yesterday, maybe some of you had a time to be checked by the enumerators from Legis. But some of us, yes, we just, even though I was at work, but someone was home waiting just in case they are gone there so that the information needed will be provided. But for the whole day, sitting home, waiting for Legis, I don't know, Legis or Legis to come, nothing we could see, or was just sitting home. Some people even had to leave their homes to go out later on in the evening. And it was, I don't know how to call it. It was just something that you just cannot describe. A lot of things are on Facebook. Some of us say, well, let's just had brought April Fool in November. Some of us say, well, they just had brought April Fool in November. Yeah, because it was totally April Fool. They made the president they declared yesterday national holiday. And so it's clear that April Fool was yesterday. That was a good April Fool anyway, from the side of the government. A very good April Fool. Very good one at word. Made the whole country to sit down. The whole country. The whole country sat down yesterday. Good April Fool. I like that April Fool. Trust me. Yeah, I wish. Let me not talk too much. Anyway, folks, good morning again, and welcome to It's Here on the radio. And I'm back again on a Saturday morning. We are here to talk about national issues, talk about the young people, talk about the old people, talk about the middle class people, talk about the less privileged people, and we'll talk about all the people. This is where your Saturday morning starts. The conversation starts right here on Saturday. It ends as well. So good morning. There is Saturday morning. I like to call it infotainment program because it's spiced with different things, entertainment, education, and information. So we call it infotainment program. And of course, my name, Julius Book is my name, but I say call me Uncle Julius. I'm the perfect one. From now to later on this afternoon, I'm gonna be with you. Hopefully we'll bring you the Farouk show from 11 to 12 o'clock. But from 8:05, we're going to be talking something. I'm going to be asking you simple questions. So that we all can know, And I really want to get a call from someone who would tell me that, oh, yesterday, the people came to my house and they counted me and my family. And it'll be a good thing. It'll be a good thing in the sense that at least we'll have one or two persons confirming some of the informations. And yesterday again, we started watching other things. I was at work. I wanted to go there, but my work could not permit me. Allegiance's office. We saw people there and what were protesting. Journalists went there. In fact, some of them not even knowing or realizing that the journalists were there to flag out their plights. They were somehow attacking journalists again. Common people are attacking journalists. People who speak for you, you're attacking them. You went to get your plights so people will know what they're folding, then you're attacking them. You want to rush to the other guy to seize the camera. Just imagine that. And all of those people are young people. That's why sometimes when I come here, I don't relent on advising the young people. If you are seeing what I saw yesterday from Legis's office, a young guy, young man, maybe just between early 20s, rushing to a journalist to seize his gadgets because the man is filming them. Don't you want a journalist to film you to stand out your plight out there? I mean, man, let be wise sometimes. Young people, when I see young people doing these things, it gets to me to the extent that I don't know. I don't know what to say. But anyway, that's the society that we live in. This is the kind of a society that we live in. That anybody can just wake up and just do anything he or she wants to do. I mean, I don't know what happens in other countries where journalists will be attacked in performing their duties. I don't know. Well, anyway, we got 14.5 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're going to be talking more about that at 8:05 this morning. And maybe, I'll be very happy to receive call from someone who will say yesterday, yes. But there are different arguments. I'm going to be discussing all of the arguments at 8:05. Different arguments, two sides of the coins. Sorry. Sorry, my voice, I know the cold is disturbing me. So that's it. So folks, good morning and welcome. As usual, 7:30 this morning, I'll take a break to bring you the announcements. Then 7:45, I'll bring you some sports. As you are aware, the World Cup will be just 8 days from now. So the countries around the world who are qualify for the World Cup are all releasing their squads lists, giving a squad list to FIFA and publishing it as well. So I just can't call the country's name and squads. But I mean, if you're an ardent follower of football or soccer, if you will, by this time you should know the teams that released their squads, the list of their squads, and submitted to FIFA. And then it's been published on various websites. Some apps, if you get some football apps, is there. So yes, talking about guests, people, they got guests are invited for the FIFA World Cup. Let me just say this. As a matter of fact, just this morning, before I left sometimes I woke up very early at 4. So before I left my house this morning, there are special guests that were invited for the FIFA World Cup. Former footballers. And from Africa, I saw the likes of JJ Okocha and Asamoah Gyan of Ghana. I did not see our president. If you got DSTV, tune into DSTV, go to Blaze, where they get the sports news, Sky Sports News. You'll see the invitees. The guy Josh Tano, Yastem, formerly he played before. They're not former footballers. But I did not see the name of our president. So, and it says special guest at the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Right now with that, just by the way. So I bring you some sports, international sports. If possible, go to the LFA website, Facebook page, and bring you something from the LFA Facebook page. And then we'll go forward. 8 o'clock, we join the VOA for 5 minutes news. 8:05, we take off from there. 9 o'clock this morning, no guests. As I said, the entertainment segment is paused a bit. We paused the entertainment segment a bit because of some reasons. I paused it for some reasons. And trust me, when it comes back, it will be full blast. I'm doing some adjustment on it. So that's it. So 9 o'clock, maybe surprise some entertainers, call them surprisingly. If not, play some music for you. Up to 10 o'clock, I'll take a break. Then 11 o'clock, come back with the Farouk show. And then 12 midday, I say goodbye to you for today. So that's how it looks like this morning on the program, the Saturday Morning Live on Sky 107.1. If you are watching out of the country, we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. We don't know the time either, so the time interval difference. So we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. In Liberia, we say good morning and welcome. This is where the conversation starts every Saturday morning. Yes, as usual, we're going to start our program again with another gospel song. And that's why we do normally here. We like to praise God every morning before we start the talking and the hula baloo, the arguments and stuff like that. The last time I remember someone called me. They didn't call me, they met me. They met me in somewhere. I'm not calling the place name. They met me somewhere and the guy said, wow. Julius, I said, yeah. He said, I thought only music you're good at. And I knew you were a bit controversial too when it comes to discussion. I said, well, I can be, but sometimes I don't like to put myself in a political mood because I don't believe in too much politics. I don't believe in too much politics. If you give me the time to, I would like to talk to the young people on the radio. If you give me the time, I would talk politics sometimes, but my focus would be about society and the young people. That's where my focus is. So that's why sometimes when I sit here, I don't have a political thing to talk about. Politics is nothing. Just to get the concert and just to get information and come and say it. That's all I want. Nothing. But I don't love that too much politics thing, My focus is the society. How can we build and grow our society? How can we change the minds of the young people? The mentality that we have in this country now is bad as young people. That's my focus. That's my focus. To making sure that the young people will know that, hey, the country now, Liberia, is in our hands. And so we should do something to change the country positively. So ask yourself, sit down one day, look at yourself. The last time I said it here, when we took a tour around Maserado, district number 1, bad road connectivity, no good road, nothing in the mall, nothing. If I not the road, I call it pathway. No network. Sometimes you sit down and ask yourself, what can we do? The older ones are going. The old people fade away, the young people come and take over. But you, the young man, if you come here to take over, no innovation, no vision, what will you do? Nothing. That's the case of Liberia. That's the case of Liberia. The old people going. The young people that are coming, no vision, no innovation, their minds are fixed. We, the young people, our minds are fixed. You get there, the same old thing have been happening, the same old thing going on. That's what the essence. So we take our time to talk to the young people. Look, when you are placed at a particular position in an organization, in a government, your name, no gathering. The first thing that should come to your mind is that how can I change this environment I have taken over? Yeah, you've been seeing other things happening. Other things been happening. But how can I change it? So that's what, for me, that is basically my focus. I will do politics. People want to do politics. Sometimes you do politics, people will call you. No. Yeah, money is good. My focus is not on politics. But anyway, this morning, we're going to be highly political. We're going to be highly political, trust me. Okay, so I got 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's bring you this music. Gospel music is called You Are Worthy, O Lord, by a Liberian musician. She's called Thelma Say. Thelma Say is here to entertain us up to 7:30. I wish to bring you the announcements. You Are Worthy, O Lord, by Thelma Say. Let's go here.
Sweet Jesus,
is the Lamb that was slain for my sins. You are merciful, my possessor, infinitely he was all powerful, all knowing, the one true wise God, unconquerable, so compassionate. You are worthy, oh Lord. Oh my God, you are worthy. Let your presence invade my space. Let your holy presence invade my space. Oh Lord, my God, let your presence invade my space. Oh Lord, my exceptional God, let your presence invade my space. Oh, my Father in heaven, I have come to worship you, God, in the beauty of holiness. Oh God, you are limitless. Thou art worthy to be praised. Supernatural Father in heaven, so compassionate, so faultless. You never fail, you never change, you have no equal. Thou art worthy to be praised, Jesus. Thou art worthy to be praised. Thou art worthy to be praised. Thou art worthy to be praised. To be praised.
Oh, yes, a fine song there. Coming for that. A fine song there by, she's called Tillman Sage, a Liberian fine song. You are worthy to be praised, oh God. You are worthy, oh God. I mean, man. Yeah, so we have to reference Almighty God every morning. And that's what we're going to be doing every morning here. And before the program starts, officially referencing, we glorify Him. You know, waking up in the morning is one thing that when you wake up, you tell Almighty God, thank you. You know, a lot of friends now, the death rates around, the bad things are happening. And once you thank the Almighty God for that, for what you're going through, you know, it'll be good. Anyway, so welcome back to it. We got 29 minutes after 7 o'clock, shortly at 7:30. I'll bring you the announcements, and that'll be followed by sports at 7:45. And then 8 o'clock, we bring you the VOA news, and that'll be followed by our discussion here this morning at 8:05. So that's how it is. A lot of things happening in this country. A lot of things happening in the country. A lot of bad things happening in this country. And it's good that we talk about those bad things that are happening. It's not time to shut up, shy away from it. We'll say it. If you hate me, fine. Love me, fine. But it's good that we always say these things. So good morning, folks. The time is 7:30. Let's bring you the announcements. And right here, we're going to start with a different announcement quickly. The Blake and related families announced with profound signers the death of Reverend Isaiah Leonard Blake, commonly called Frakes. He was 87 years old. The sad event occurred on Thursday, October 27, at the St. Joseph Catholic Hospital. The remains of Reverend Blake have been taken to the Abraham Roberts Funeral Home on Somalia Drive. The remains of Reverend Blake will be removed on Friday, November 18, at 8 a.m. and taken to the Bernardville Wesleyan Church for funeral services beginning at 10 a.m. Thereafter, the remains will be returned to the funeral home. On Saturday, November 19, the body of Reverend Blake will be taken to the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Rabbit Sports, Grand Cape Mount County for interment. Removal time is 8 a.m. This announcement was brought in by his nephew, the nephew of Reverend Blake Walter B. Skinner Sr. and Colonel Charles Bunchy Blake, forwarded on behalf of the family. And the father goes to say, for more information, you can call the family on the following set numbers: 0880 698 953 or 0776 573 038. From the death order, finally, the death is announced of Augustine Nator. The ceremony took place on the first day of November, AD 2022. The body has since been buried. Meanwhile, the first family meeting is scheduled for Sunday, the 13th of November at 2 p.m. at the residence of the late Dr. Francis K. Seo on New Georgia Road, Bujan Island, Massachusetts County. The late Augustine Nator is survived by two sons, Sino Tor and Yanati Tor, one brother, 4 nieces, and 2 nephews, several cousins, and a host of relatives in Liberia, grandsons, and out of Liberia. This announcement goes to the Seo, the Tonmujide, this announcement goes to the Seo and Tonmujide families in Morovia, grandsons, and out of Liberia, and the grandsons community in Morovia. This announcement was brought in by Sinun Tor and Nimlen Seo, and also P. Jagba Na, son and cousins of the deceased, for on behalf of the family. Sky 107, let's bring you the public service announcement quickly, and from there we bring you some beautiful music here this morning. Let's bring you this one. The Global Leadership Summit is back. It is the 12th edition of the GLS under the theme Voice Your Vision, Your Perspective is Critical. Come and tap into transformational leadership principles from national and global leaders. Access videos, leadership tools, and network opportunities. Participate in panel discussion, group facilitation, vision casting, and much more. Global Leadership Summit kicks off with its premium event in Morovia on December 2nd and 3rd, beginning at 9 a.m. at the Philadelphia Central Church. Other summits will be held throughout Morovia. Stay tuned for more details. It's the Global Summit, Global Leadership Summit. Register now. For more information, please call 0775 139 552 or 0886 540 601. Signed, Reverend Daniel B. McGee, co-chair, Global Leadership Summit. Finally, from the end here, the Ministry of Transport wishes to inform the driving public that it will embark on a vehicle registration and compliance enforcement exercise beginning November 7 this year, while the registration of motorcycles and tricycles are ongoing at the different centers identified by the ministry, which include Banave Town Hall, National Transit Authority Compound, Carnave SKD Sports Complex, Pinville, and Ministry of Transport located on Warren and Kerry Streets, respectively. During the enforcement exercise, the joint enforcement team, comprising of transport inspectors, officers of the Liberia National Police, and agents of the Liberia Revenue Authority, will search for vehicle roadworthiness, valid driver's license, vehicle registration documents, and other motor vehicle insurance, respectively, consistent with the vehicle and traffic law of Liberia. Therefore, all those concerned are hereby requested to regularize the status of the vehicle documents to avoid the embarrassment, because vehicle identified as in compliance will be towed, parked, and subsequently released upon the processing of valid documents at the Ministry of Transport. Please take note and act accordingly. Signed, Limuel O. Clemming, Director of Press and Public Affairs, Ministry of Transport. We can join the station later on this afternoon at 1:30, at which time we'll bring you more announcements here on this radio, Sky 107. Let's bring you some. Let's take this musical break. We'll come back. We bring you sports, and then after that, 8 o'clock, we join the VOA 4 news. Let's bring you this one. Talk and do Jesus. A fine one here this morning. You like it. Trust me. I'm not gonna when I play this, you know the knee already. Anyway, thank God for Miata for Meta Kamara, who took her from where she was, and now she's a gospel musician.
Hallelujah. We are here to give Jehovah praise. Talk and do, Jesus is your name. Jehovah, talk and do. Come and do your work. Everlasting Yahweh, come and do your work. The God that never fails, come and do your work. The God that never change, come and do what you say. Oh, the sense of it. Yahweh, come and do your work. 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 Yeah. Celebrate, jubilate. He is worthy. My God is faithful. We give you praise, Jesus. And I trust in you. You give me his heart. And you trust in you. You make the lion his friend. For his Lord trust in you. You open the pressing gate. Jehovah Jireh, my trust is in you. Jehovah Nissi, my covenant is in you. You are not the man that you should lie. You are not a man that you should change your world. Whatsoever you say is what you can do. My Yahweh, come and do your work. 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 Do your work. Yahweh, do your work. Do your work. Jehovah, do your work. Do your work. Do it for you. This one not your whatever, but now you I know. Come and do it in my life. Come and do it in my ministry. Come and do it in the government. Come and do it in my life period. Come and do it in the love of those in the ghetto. Jehovah, come and do it again. I want you to believe my God can do it. I want you to know that my God is able. There is no condition that is big for him. There is no situation that God cannot do. He is able. He is worthy. He said, I am the God of all flesh. There is nothing that is too hard for Jehovah God. Yahweh, come and do what you say. The God of the 11 hours, come and do what you say. Pastor Numa Klepo, come and do it again. Pastor Sumatavio, come and do it again. You are able to set the captive free. You are able to deliver them from the ghetto. You are able to get the power in your children. Come and do it for the orphanage. Come and do it for the widow, for the jobless, for those that gone we want. Essence of it, I ask you for my sake. Hey, come and do it again, Lord. Come and do it again, Lord. Jehovah Jireh, come and do it again, Lord. Come and do it. Come and do it. Come and do Jesus. Come and do it.
Come and do your way.
Come and do it.
Your way.
Come and do it.
Lady Fees in this one, man. Trust me, she's now called Minister Wanty. You know, she was originally called Lily Fees, but now she's called Minister Wanty. Thank God for Lily Love. She's called Lily Love. In fact, her full name is Miata Kamara, who decided to go to the ghetto, to help the less fortunate who are in the ghetto, and through her help, this lady had to leave the gap, as we say. And now, thank God, she's now singing a good gospel song. I mean, inspirational gospel songs. And that is something that, hey, everyone will want to do. So we say thank you to Miata Kamara, for this good job taking a little Fizo from the ghetto. Now she's called Minister Wanty. Good singing gospel music, Look, they got some talents out there. The young people, we got talents out there. But the point, how do we spot them if we don't go to them? Go there, you will see talents. You knew that this guy could sing like this? Whoever knew that this lady could sing like this? The first time when Miata went there, I remember I was watching the video because she was carrying it live on her page. And when I heard this girl sing, I said, wow, what's the talent? And luckily for her, God bless her, man. Miata took her. But guess what? She was willing to change. That's the fact about it. She was willing to change, to be a good person in the society. So Miata took off from there. She accepted that, yes, I'm leaving this ghetto. I'm going to where I think I can be a better person. So she left. So she was willing to change. Today, yeah, she doing music, videos and all, inspiring people. Her songs are so inspirational. She does praise and worship. When it comes to the praise, she's there. When it comes to the worship inside, she's there. In fact, the Bible now is used to her. You don't talk to this lady without her quoting Bible verses to you. That is what we want. The society, we want to see young people, doing these things. That's how we'll be talking about. We'll talk to the young people every day. We'll talk to you. Look, we want change in this country. I want to see young people changing in this country. And every bad thing you get young people inside. No. Look at what happened. The killings around the city. Young man, look at a friend, young man just chopping a man down for nothing. Very good friend of mine, right here. Boss setting up here. The boy can do a hustle all day about it. But he's a bartender. After work, going home, group of young men join the guy and chop the guy's neck, but died. His body is now at the JFK hospital. Why when young people indulge themselves in those kind of things? This guy left his home peacefully in the morning, came to work, going back home after setting, and you rush to him. Play to him like that. Hello. Why are we so wicked in this country? This man left his family in Kakata to say, I'm going to Moravia to hustle. Young babies, just gave birth in a few days. See how the girl was crying the last time. This country, we need to, look, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Go and see a young man who left his family in Ghana to come and hustle, going home after selling. You're living around the Ghana very end. Lying down in JFK in a pool of blood. Juke the guy in with knife. Then chop him from the back, right to the neck. Another instance. Graduation. This guy, people go, they say, we graduating, and then the sister graduating, they decided to go to the graduation around the Marshall Highway there. Coming home at night, group of guys, young guys, jump on those guys. One guy called Raphael bust his right arm. I said bust his right arm. Damage complete against see with it. The big toe, he bust it. Thinking that they say we're not thieves, but young people, why do sometimes When the community see strange person, when you're talking to you, listen to them. And not every instant you see everyone in the night, they are thief. My point I'm making there is that these things are done by young people. Young people. Where did they take their kind of a bravery from? Is that what we learned during the war? I mean, man, why Liberians are so brave nowadays? Especially the young people. Why are they so brave? See your fellow human being and choking them, stabbing them to death. Someone leaving you, busting the person elbow, busting the person toes. All because the person is a strange person in your community. Is that a lesson the young people learn from this war that we fought? We were even told that this guy who came from work. That's why I always told my friends that got car, bikes and stuff like that. Be careful who you get left to. Be careful who you get left to. I said it because a friend of mine who was not in this country who had an experience. Early morning coming to work, he saw maybe this lady alone standing on the side. Was, oh, where are you going? I'm going Broad Street. Can I drop you here? Just good humanitarian now. Drop this guy on Broad Street early morning, 10 foot out in my office here. When you get on the mail, if I say she can't get out from the car, why can't get out from the car? Then he pay me. Pay you for what? The guy said, I think I told this story before on this radio. The guy said, man, like the whole night with me, not pay me. Ah! The man said, where? I gave you a lift. So immediately he called me and said, what can you embarrass me? He said, on brush. I said, where is he from your office? I said, let me come outside. When the guy looking at me, telling me, I said, you sure? The guy's my neighbor. He was my neighbor going to the US. So you sure what he's saying? He said, Lana, hold there. He came me off. And no, we drank. Hold there, your job. No, the guy was saying something like, give me some on the radio. They are telling you someone to get lift to. So I said, no. I immediately stood there and called his wife. I said, where your husband? He said, oh, you going to work? Why you stay here? I said, no, I'll do my office. I'll see you in the morning. Because I came so early for the program. And he said, oh, yeah, when you go. He left not too long. So I said, when he slept, won't you say, yeah, huh? The man, the phone on speaker. That time I will not be one for him, man. Look, that is how they are. Young people getting involved in all kind of a stuff. The guy be there and she and the man slept together. And the woman, the male wife is confirming the phone. No, my husband slept to my house. We slept together. He just left to go to work. And this guy insisted and kept lying that she and this guy, if the guy took her out in the night and they went in both place to sleep. Can you imagine that? Giving lift to people. Be very careful. This guy came from work where he's back now going home. According to the story, a lady I saw asking, yeah, because nobody she can go to bar, for them. You're going to die. Oh, yeah, please drop me, man. Drop me, you go try again and take different road to go now. That's in Marco. Look, that place is getting while the brothers not you can pull so on a depot or so on a small police station over there. That's small in Marco there. Why they can pull so on a depot there? Also, make some officers there at night. That place is getting terrible. All the bad things are happening in Ghana around that Simako area. Small Simako. Why? This Ghana is dead. I gave a lady a lift who thought maybe she was a good friend, maybe customer. Say I get my buy and going in the direction. Let me drop you. You know what they can do? They can be behind you and be texting the guys. Oh, yeah. Be there. And that's the business what they're doing in this country. Ladies. They will carry money by many dollars so they can beat it and they can get percentage only. Be careful, be wise. That's what they're doing. We're not going to hide this. That's what some ladies are doing in Morovia at night. They get on motorbikes. When they're behind you, they're texting. So that the more they get there, The guys will come and surround you or buy from you. If you insist, they beat you and kill you. That's the same thing. Our good friend and brother Emmanuel is gone now. So you see the reason why we always talk to the young people, because the things we are getting involved in daily is not an act that you want to see as a young man, a serious young man. May he rest in peace, man. Yeah. May he rest in peace. It's bad. Anyway, let me quickly go to the fixtures. I got 9 minutes to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, join the BBC and our VOA breaking news, and we'll go to our talking points at 8:05. At 12:30 this morning, Manchester City will be playing Bradford. 3 o'clock, Bournemouth plays host Everton. The same 3 o'clock, Liverpool host Southampton. And Liverpool coach has been bound for today's game. You're not going to touch line. And 3 o'clock, Nottingham Forest will be hosting Crystal Palace. The same 3 o'clock, Tottenham will be hosting Leeds United. 3, West Ham host Leicester City. And 5:30, Newcastle will be hosting Chelsea. 7:45, Wolves will be hosting Arsenal. Chelsea is not informed, so I don't expect any win from Chelsea now until after the World Cup. Our former coach did bad for us. And the new one we brought, no experience. Got the players, but how to pair them, how to put on the field. Every day we play again, changing players. Chelsea is even playing like there's nothing at stake. Chelsea player holding the ball, they don't know what to do with the ball. I don't understand this, but we stay Chelsea fan anyway. Nothing can stop me being Chelsea fan, but we stay Chelsea fan. But there's something need to be done. Yeah, I know, maybe after the World Cup. But today's game, Newcastle thing, I know. We'll take a draw some more thing. Italian Serie A. Napoli hosts Udinese at 2 o'clock. Sampdoria hosts Lecce at 5 o'clock, and 7:45, Bologna hosts Sassuolo. Bundesliga. Augsburg hosts Bochum at 2:30. Bayer Leverkusen will be hosting Stuttgart at 2:30. Hertha Berlin will be hosting Cologne at 2:30 as well. Hoffenheim will be hosting Wolfsburg at 2:30. Werder Bremen will be hosting RB Leipzig at between 2:30 and 5:30. Schalke 04 will be hosting Bayern Munich. Ligue 1. French Ligue 1. Lens will be hosting Clermont at 4 o'clock. Rennes will be hosting Toulouse at 8 o'clock. That's it for 8. World Cup, yes, the World Cup starts in 8 days from now. So other teams have released their squads. And let me just say this, that Senegal included Sadio Mane in their squad, despite of his injury. Yesterday, Senegal sent a doctor in Munich to see Sadio Mane, and they flew from there to another European country to do something. But there's I think, assisting FA here for Senegal also. She said if Senegal do everything possible for Mane to play, they will play. Ain't gonna go to which doctor say. They will go there. Because Sadio Mane is a star player. So cause them to go to which doctor to treat Sadio Mane to play in the World Cup, they will do it. And so they included him in the squad. In the morning, I was watching my DSTV, Blake's, where they get the news. The coach, Cisse, you're clear. He said, Mane will play. We check, we looking at it carefully. So they included Mane. So, and trust me, we Africans should really pray for him, because they are going to represent Africa. They are going to represent Africa. Not because our country is not there, but they are going to represent Africa. So the World Cup will start. And so, Qatar, the start of the state of the art stadiums will be constructed. I know someone told me more than millions of dollars, $45 million or $50 million, something like that. And the stadium the people build, my man. Look who they play. I don't want to play over there. Every player want to play over there in that kind of stadium. The stadium the people be. You know what I mean? What? No, sometimes I see someone say, I say, wow, these guys, they spent money. Yeah, but World Cup is starting, man. We're going to be busy again. After some Premier League will be on break, we'll be watching World Cup. World Cup. The first game will be Qatar and one of these countries. Qatar and some other country. We'll watch it. That ceremony, I'm not missing. I want to watch how the ceremony will be. Opening ceremony will be looking like, Yeah, today we're going to bring in a broad sports. So let's leave it that way. We have 4 minutes to 8 o'clock. So at 8, we join the VOA to bring on news. 8:05, we'll go to our talking points, and then open the lines. And jump. But see, that's the point that we're making. Young people, we need to stop this kind of a thing. You can't be a young man and you're acting wicked. You can't be a young man acting wicked. Killing people at will. This killing thing is just becoming something habitual like bro. Anybody can get killed. Eh? Anybody can see anybody and get killed. Yeah, you see somebody, oh man, I mean, this to me, so I would deal with him. But the next day you see, you kill. What I would do, carry to the police station or carry to South Beach. After a few times, people go there, they free you. And that's it. I wish to not be a president in this country. Because I be president, but the kind of law that the thing I will do will not be easy. Because me, when you care, we care you. When you rape, we call your thing. Yeah. You care, you rape, we call your thing. But not tough action taken. So what will happen? People will do what they want to do. They will not think you're telling South Beach. Everybody use the South Beach now. Everybody use the hand in South Beach. But you take like the way they put on pass the new drug law now, so they concord unbeatable. What you call unbeatable? Ain't that unbeatable that implementation your work? I remember a few years back we passed a law about public smoking. People just smoking in the public. So some law that will make it up on that they say unbeatable. What you call unbeatable? And when they be here, we cut them with draw you get in the court and not build it. It's not free there. When they lay men they are behind and they put you be arresting. You go arrest being look at the kind of drugs who cut the feed. You can hear any news on those abroad, you can hear any news on that again. The news die. The news die, you can hear nothing again. The news gone. It's unbeatable, draw law, unbeatable. Yeah, we've been behind the possible. That implement that just be done to all men. It should not be selective. Because they men and laymen, they just catching behind bar. No, it's unbeatable. But the people that are bringing in the country, because the people, you're a resident after a few times, you're leading in case that right there, fear mumu. You're still unbeatable. Let's see how are we going to implement that law? How are we going to effectuate it? Unbeatable, fine, you're good. In rape cases, unbeatable, some people really good to free. What you want to say? Yeah, man. That drugs law, trust me, it does not apply to certain people in the society. I'm telling you. It does not in any way apply to anybody in society. Those are bringing it. No, they got big hands. No, yeah, look, the alert that the U.S. government gave to Liberia to arrest or seize those drugs that they just burned. You can hear that case on it again. You can hear that thing that will investigating or caught the perpetrator who did it one, the behind bar, or nothing. So that law, yeah, for certain people in society, not for all. For a layman, when you layman, you lay gather, they can't catch you, they carry you, put in jail, unbeatable. But the being not there, abroad in the country where they catch it, or unbeatable. I join a few AMP right back.
Military units have entered Kherson. The AP's Ed Donahue has more details.
Russian forces captured Kherson early in the war. Now that Ukraine is back in control. A Ukrainian flag flew over a monument in the city's central square. People waving Ukrainian flags like Popova Lydia were in the streets celebrating. She said, "We are grateful to the Ukrainian armed forces. Our boys are amazing." Video showed villagers embracing troops en route to the city. Rosalina says, "We love Ukraine. We love Kherson. We are all Ukraine, and we are waiting for Ukrainian armed forces We wait for the war to end by Russia's defeat. The Kremlin remains defiant, insisting the withdrawal in no way represents an embarrassment for President Vladimir Putin, and the entire Kherson region is still part of Russia. I'm Ed Donahue.
U.S. President Joe Biden has arrived in Cambodia Saturday for a meeting of the Southeast Asian leaders. He also is expected to attend the annual Group of 20 summit of the world's largest economies in Indonesia later. Chinese President Xi Jinping is leaving his country's COVID-19 bubble and venturing abroad next week into a dramatically changed world marked by rising confrontation. She will attend the G20 summit of industrial and emerging market nations in Indonesia, followed by the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Thailand. Chinese leader has relied mainly on speeches by video to deliver China's message at the UN and other forums since 2020. More at voanews.com. This is VOA News. Arizona's Mark Kelly is holding on to his Senate seat. AP correspondent Shelley Adler reports.
Democratic Senator Mark Kelly won his bid for re-election in the crucial swing state of Arizona. He beat Republican venture capitalist Blake Masters. With Vice President Kamala Harris's tie-breaking vote, Democrats can retain control of the Senate by winning either the Nevada race, which remains too early to call, or next month's runoff in Georgia. Republicans must now win both of those races to take the majority. I'm Shelley Adler.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says that U.S. President Joe Biden has no plans to sit down for a meeting with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince at the G20 summit in Bali next week. VOA's Marissa Melton explains.
Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said President Biden does not plan a sit-down meeting with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman when the Group of 20 industrialized nations meet next week in Indonesia. Sullivan made the remarks as Biden departed the COP27 United Nations Climate Change Summit in Egypt. The president is next headed to Cambodia for the annual U.S.-ASEAN Summit and East Asia Summit in Phnom Penh. He travels to Bali on Sunday for the G20 gathering. Biden met with the Crown Prince in July. The Saudi-led OPEC Plus cartel months later cut oil production. It was a blow to the Biden administration's efforts to contain domestic gas prices and inflation. Marissa Melton, VOA News.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump is now suing the House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol to avoid cooperating with a subpoena requiring him to testify. The suit filed Friday evening contends that no president or former president has ever been compelled to provide testimony or documents in response to congressional subpoenas in the past. Trump attorney David A. Warrington says Trump has engaged with the committee in a good faith effort to resolve these concerns consistent with the executive branch's prerogative and separation of powers. But he also says the committee insists on pursuing a political path, leaving the former president with no choice but to involve the third branch, which is the judicial branch, in his dispute. There is more at voanews.com. Again, voanews.com. Via remote, I'm Tommy McNeil, VOA News.
We hit the ground running, so I can confirm to you that tomorrow our people will be out. They will begin the process of the meeting enumeration. And we are hoping that the communities can cooperate. We have 148 sites across the country. The training centers, the training we have was not here at Ladies alone. It's across the country. So when they say deployment, decentralization place, it's already been in place.
So the first thing I want to encourage women to stop going to the media and providing false information to the Liberian people and to the president as a whole. I am encouraging Wilmot Smith and the rest of the other people who are hijacking the serious national process to stop doing what they are doing, because they are embarrassing the government and they are embarrassing the country. If they force it to go to census tomorrow, even if you give up to the end of this month, we will not achieve even 50% of the population being counted, because this process is not organized, it's dysfunctional, it is marked by corruption and incompetence.
we hit the ground running. So I can confirm to you that tomorrow our people will be out. They will begin the process of the main enumeration. And we are hoping that the communities can cooperate. We have 148 sites across the country. The training centers, the training we have was not here at Ladies alone. It's across the country. So when you say deployment, decentralization place, already been in place.
So the first thing I want to encourage women to stop going to the media and providing false information to the Liberian people and to the president as a whole. I am encouraging Wilmot Smith and the rest of the other people who are hijacking the serious national process to stop doing what they are doing, because they are embarrassing the government and they are embarrassing the country. If they force it to go to census tomorrow, even if you give up to the end of this month, we will not achieve even 50% of the population being counted, because this process is not organized, it's dysfunctional, it is marked by corruption and incompetence.
We hit the ground running, so I can.
Okay, so the voices there from the staff of Legis. Wilmot Smith, as on Thursday, said, yeah, we'll hit the ground running tomorrow. Everybody can do blah, blah, blah. We're going to be counted. We'll start the process tomorrow, which was on Friday yesterday. And then later on, the chief of statistics and Legis came on and said what he said. He said, Wilmot Smith and the rest should stop fooling Liberian people. You know what caught my mind, and thanks to my good friend and brother, Augustine Bill Colley of OK, who sent me this clip. What ran to my mind was when he said, you gave us up to the end of this month, we'll not even count half of the population of this country. Something is wrong at our Legis. Something is wrong. You know, we're taking it to be fun. Something is wrong. How will you work together? You're not coordinating. You can't work together, you're not coordinate. So, you know, that put aside what's happening in the public and go deep into Legis. Something is happening there. Because the deputy director general, acting director general will say, we are prepared for the census. And then the head of statistics will come and say, we are not prepared. You know, two conflicting different statements. Something is wrong. Something is wrong to Legis. I mean, they're not they're not working together around Simpson. They are not working together, because if they're working together, anything your acting director general will say, you will definitely want to concur with him. Even if there's an issue, you take it behind closed door. But to counter to counter your boss on public radio, something is wrong at Legis. Something that no one knows why yesterday people sat on for nothing. It was yesterday they started running up and down to the offices. I mean, something is wrong to Legis there, and we need to take note of these things. You allow the president to tell a rapper to sit down, waiting for you, but what did they see? Nothing. Nothing. Something's going on. There's something going on at that place. Something feature. Let me just say it. Something feature is going on at that place. And it needs to be handled. It needs to be handled. And we must have this, as how they call it, we'll have the sensor. Something must go on. There should be some intervention. Look, people need to go to Legis and talk to the board chair, Minister Toy. Something is wrong over there. Something is happening at that Legis there. Something bad is happening. There's no coordination, no understanding. They're not working together. You know, somebody doing something on your own, somebody not satisfied. Yeah, that'd be fair. Because the two statements, I'm not going to talk, the two statements here will tell you that something is wrong at Legis. The head of statistics will say, we must fear to start fooling Liberian people. While we must say, oh, everything prepared, we set for tomorrow. And I was speaking on Thursday. Thursday. When I said, well, my brother said to me, there's something going on there. And we should not hide it. That'd be fair. Something, look, Liberians, this census thing have been postponed almost 5 times. 5 times. So a government that comes to power know that they tell people postpone 5 times. This census thing should be a priority for the government. But I don't think they take it to be a priority for them. So they're sitting there doing their own thing. At the 11th hour, they tell people to stay home. You don't see nobody. Yesterday again, they say, oh, we'll start official today. Let's see. But something is going on around last year. So people need to go there and ask, you people are the stakeholders. If not, we can see this whole legislative people spawn again. Yo, we can see the whole legislative people spawn again. Huh? Let me see something. Yeah, someone sent me something. You know, and that's a fact. Late yesterday evening. It said, okay, it said breaking news, latest update. Please forward. Dear Liberians, thanks so much for being so patient with us. With all the ups and downs, we will finally do the census tomorrow. That's today. Our enumerators and supervisors will receive payments as soon as possible. The mobile money companies are working on it. Just after people were to the office demonstrating yesterday, they have supervisors there who were demonstrating yesterday to religious office. After that, he released it. He said to all Liberians, please send your household phone numbers. Full number, not phone. That's a phone. It's a phone numbers. Name and ages, occupation, please indicates if you are doing agriculture activity. You know, so something is going on over there. I know. And that's why I said this morning, I'll be happy if someone of your call say, oh yeah, yesterday, 2 or 3 persons came to check my household and let's see what I mean, yesterday was just, for me, it was just a for nothing holiday. That's why I say it was just an April Fool in November. People sat home, waiting. No one could go. Yeah, so me, you know, I don't want to talk too much, but this particular thing, what do you make of this? I'm going to play again. Now, my question in the morning, what do you make of it? You hear Wilmot Smith voice, and then you hear the head of statistics as legis. You hear it, and tell me what do you make of it? With this statement, do you think we can stay, will be successful? So let me play it. Let me play again. Let me play again. And, you know, and then you as a citizen of Liberia will just analyze the 2 statements, and then you can call me on 077777107, 07772212223. What do you make of these statements? Let's go.
We hit the ground running, so I can confirm to you that tomorrow our people will be out. They will begin the process of the main enumeration. And we are hoping that the communities can cooperate. We have 148 sites across the country. The training centers, the training we have was not here at Ladies alone. It's across the country. So when they say deployment, decentralization place, already been in place.
So the first thing I want to encourage women to stop going to the media and providing false information to the Liberian people and to the president as a whole. I am encouraging Wilmot Smith and the rest of the other people who are hijacking the serious national process to stop doing what they are doing, because they are embarrassing the government and they are embarrassing the country. If they force it to go to census tomorrow, even if you give up to the end of this month, we will not achieve even 50% of the population being counted, because this process is not organized, it's dysfunctional, it is marked by corruption and incompetence.
Yeah. It's not well organized. It is dysfunctional. It is marked by corruption. Something is going on at Legis. I'm telling you. Something is going on at Legis. What do you make of it? That's my only question this morning. 50 minutes past the hour. Call me now on 077777107 or 07772212223. Those of you watching us on our Facebook page, you can call the WhatsApp number +231 77722212223. Good morning, first caller. Wait more there. Okay, good morning.
For security reasons, I don't call my name, but I'm on one of the countries. I stay in Monserrado. I'm on one of the facilitators.
Okay, so for security reasons, don't call your name, eh?
Yeah. What happened is that the legislation not ready for this thing, sir.
What do you mean by that?
Because for now, deployments will start before even we start the enumeration.
Oh, wait, hold it there. Yesterday, the people say I'm going to start officially today, Saturday. And you say one of the supervisors?
nothing in place.
Well,
You getting me?
where are you now?
I'm Monserrado. I signed one of the country, but I'm sitting in Monserrado. The whole team is in Monserrado.
So they're not deploying your country yet?
No, because nothing the country are not anything yet. Yesterday, they started sending an assignment sheet. No gadget, nothing.
But let me ask you one question. Yesterday, when I was watching one of our one of the networks, this guy, there were some guys at the headquarters of Ligia who said Ligia gave you a contract sheet to sign yesterday.
Yeah, but somehow we are staying in time.
Did you receive any contract sheets? Did you receive any contract sheet yesterday to sign?
No, I didn't receive anything yet.
Okay, he was a supervisor. Okay, thank you very much. Yesterday, one of the supervisors displayed a sheet that Ligia just called and getting the sheet to sign a contract. Yesterday, to sign contract yesterday. What were you going around to you know start the counting? That I had to see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir? How you doing?
Hello.
What's your name?
I'm about to give call from New Matari.
Let's hear you, brother.
I'm talking about the government just fool us. The government they just fool us. The only thing we have to do the money, or the only thing we have to say is our political leader, Ambassador Julian Mwabaka, then go on air to tell us we should go.
All right, thank you for that one. Thank you for that. Let's go to this line. Good morning. Sorry. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. My people came to the hall yesterday.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you? What's your name?
Thank you. My name is
Chiofela, my man, long time.
Yeah,
Chiofela, did you receive any people from Ligia yesterday to count you?
I mean, yesterday my students call as I'm going to a place to get money, but they're not good because now out of it.
To get money?
The purpose of which the other day was declared, the purpose was not done. And lost actually yesterday. Yeah, it's not to be real. But let me make this correction very quickly. I want you doing that. Anybody, the deputy director for statistics, anybody his boss is Whitmore. And then he was openly challenging his boss on a radio. No, Whitmore is not his boss. He is the boss to Whitmore.
Whitmore Pay is the acting director of Ligia now.
So you see, now that's the reason why we say, the whole little thing is just after that. Because in the absence of the director general, the person who takes over in the absence of the director general is the director general for statistics.
You sure? You sure? I don't have their handbook to read, but I don't know what our truth story telling me. But all alone people have been dealing with Wilmot Smith, not him.
No, it's not Wilmot Smith. Wilmot Smith is not the next person in line. It's not the next person in line. It's the director for statistics. Yeah, sure. The thing is, it's only because of corruption that is happening at Matrix, and this deputy director for statistics has been raising issues. That's the reason why the silence him and brought Wilmot Smith.
Oh, okay.
That's the kind of issue, and that's what I think is happening. And it's wrong. The director for statistics, he knows about this, the setup thing, and he has more knowledge than even the women. But the chairman on the phone, who is the finance minister, will prefer women because he knows the kind of problem that they are in. And so they want
so now you agree with me when I say something is wrong.
Yeah, but something is wrong there, and that's why from time to time we can say, let us think properly before we can put there. Otherwise, trust me, we will not get the kind of real numbers that we're supposed to get.
But the man is saying that even the giver from now to the end of the month will not get even 50% of the population counted.
No, but because Chief, before you start the counting process of the citizens in the country, you got to mark each of the houses. Was your house marked?
I don't know my house marking it. Thank you.
So the mark the house first before you come there. And so that what you do is you mark your houses first before they come there. You saw the census in 2008.
Thank you, Tio.
Mark the different houses first before they went out to the people. That did not happen. What was you doing before you started the church?
Thank you, Tio. Thank you. I didn't know that in the absence of the Director General, the a director for statistics will be, I mean, second man in line. I didn't know. Honestly, I don't have that legislation to be able to, but I don't know why somebody having just said to me quick. You know, I thought Wilmot Smith should be the next person in line, and so everyone is calling Wilmot Smith on the radio. Well, that's how you said. I don't know whether that's the case. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm better. What's the name?
This is Live-Nov calling from Town.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, Liberians must to politicize everything. Where in the world, even if he was the boss and somebody is deputy or whatsoever the case, the first thing the guy who just called, they started the functions of alleges. Women Pay is the deputy director general for administration.
That's what I know.
So if the guy if Francis Ray is out, the deputy for administration takes over.
And that's why everybody been talking to Wilmot Smith.
Yeah.
So now information is just surprised to hear it.
He's the only Liberian who is destructively, politically politicizing this thing. Now, it is true. Now, he said, people never man houses. The market of houses was done
long time.
The thing is that people to take into the field. And we should know that this thing is a process, not an event. One day you cannot count 4 million plus Liberians. No, it's not possible.
Yeah, I think the 10 days exercise or so.
Fine. This was a launch, 11 days.
So you really think they will start today?
Yeah. Some people received their tablets yesterday. Some people are out already. He the other guy who called, who said he has not gotten his assignment. Apparently he has not gotten his assignment. But people got their assignments and people will begin.
How do you know that people got assignment? How do I know? Anyway, but let me ask you. The people go to the house yesterday because the whole thing was that it was starting yesterday. That's why the president declared yesterday as holiday, national holiday.
Yeah, yesterday was the one. To initiate, to make everybody be aware that a serious process since 1847. This one will be the fifth. Look at Liberians.
Thank you.
Some people talk about even legal issue. 1847 up to now, Liberia has been in existence for 4 decades.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go to the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Yeah, it was up because.
And I'm hearing you, my man. Talking secret.
I say, how do you want to because so we are lied to us. They cannot, anywhere.
Why nobody can hold it, can't you?
No one came to my house to call me. And he said that people were 40 after the meeting.
All right. The post will start today. Don't worry, they'll come here. Line 2, good morning.
Good morning, Julia.
Good morning. Is that, what is the name? The governor, Intellectual Center.
Thank you. I'm Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
For the intellectual class of the whole community.
Let's hear you, Emmanuel.
Well, Julia, let me say thank you this morning. I listened to your highlight when you were focusing on the violence action that is being portrayed by young people these days. And I think I'm a voice to it as a young person to call on them to stop this kind of violence.
Yeah, brother. They country battle.
You cannot voluntarily just coming people, I don't know what kind of sport is that, but.
Oh, Emmanuel, you can call back, man. Oh, sorry, Emmanuel, you're going off. You can call back. I'll give it time. Look, we need to talk about young people. Young people, I can feel so happy about young people. Yeah. I can feel so happy, and we need to do that. Emmanuel, you can call back. Sorry for that. You went off. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry to Daniel. I'm on the program on page number 15.
Let's hear you better.
I do appreciate your talking point for the Julia. Whatever the friend, when it comes to the national issue of controlling the it's quite unfortunate. It's like the government is on the intelligence of the citizen to get the geo process done, lead the level of competence and functional people to understand the process. Where they can be out in an Indo crisis at the end of the day, allow the librarian to attend the citizens, attend the use of business, other important things. At the end of the day, we cannot get you results. These are the things that will prompt the conflict in the chaos in some protests. I ended up be crying most of the day around all the youth. But on the issue of the youth going next to maybe affecting people, strong and the government has put some stringent measures in place to work in line with some local communities that will empower and reflect the issues, because when it comes to drug addiction, it's impeding the country and the youth are going astray. The government has come out with stringent measures and keep every night and day. So it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, the young people, what about young people? Look, for me, I will not give up. I will not relent when it comes to the young people. We'll talk to them. You know, my brother, just for example, yesterday, if you watch the Facebook, just what are happening within leaders there, let's just, young guys want to attack journalists. I mean, you know, so now when I see this thing, what comes to my mind, I say, what? Why when young people get in, I mean, is that what we learn after this war? Violence?
Seriously. It's so sad.
Yeah, my man. This country, we thought the young people were supposed to be there to at least for the foster the old people, because they're fading away, then we can gradually take over. But we are otherwise, man. We're doing contrary to what we expect from a good citizen. That's the point. Anyway, thank you, brother. I appreciate you this morning. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You know, and for me, I will not give up. I will not give up. You know, it's good that if look, I always say this. Talk show hosts, journalists can take all this authority and say, oh, look, no happy. We'll take at least 10 minutes of our time every morning on our talk shows to talk to the young people. You know, and you have about 15 talk show hosts in this country every morning. You take 10 minutes of that time to talk to the young people. We'll start seeing some minds change here. You know, but we sit there, you know, we want to run behind politicians. We enjoy that country. So, good morning.
Julius.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for your show this morning.
How you doing today, Harris?
Yeah, thank you for your recognition. And I call from the Sherry Cam Johnson.
Let's hear you.
Thank you for your talking point. Julius, what you just spoke on concerning our young brothers and sisters. I think in our society, why is our young people do not want to work with their hands to earn their honest living? Instead, they want to get involved in the issue of criminality. You know, I was around a brawl in Daly Street, some part of last week. A girl was arrested by the city police there.
The Harris, man, you know, call by me. Yeah, no, my line, you're going off like that. The Harris going off. You might have to buy your call too now. Let me, sorry, I'm you already long. Anyway, so we got 29 minutes after 8 o'clock. And we stay here, 0777-777-107, 0777-221-223, and that's a fact about it. Young people are not helping the society. We got some young people who are very serious-minded, who are innovative, who have vision, they got vision, you know. Sometimes I see young people coming together too, and you know, young person, you know, undertaking projects because they want to see their country, want to see their fellow Liberians, and you know, taking from one stage to another. That is what we envisage, not to see young men, you know, or young woman, you know, killing a friend or a friend, fighting, indulging to chiefry and stuff like that. All those things are not good for us.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Baba, my name is Jimmy Berry. I call from TSK number 9.
Let's hear you.
Let us be friends with each other. We are the young people in this particular country. We have made the mistake the first time, and we are not going to make it the second time. For what Leches is doing is our own fault. If we couldn't bring the particular guys on board, what is happening today will not happen. But we are waiting for 2023. This particular mistake will be correct.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He said young people, only young people the government about. You know what I mean? Old people in there, not for him a big year. Now by anyway. My man, the people talking about an issue of voting people or not voting people. No, let me tell you something. Even if you go and bring somebody different, neutral person to be president of your country, why the young people doing your country killing their friends and stuff like that, they will stay happy. And young man will hustle, get money to buy a bike, hustling to care for a family home, and then young man is there chasing him to steal a bike from him. That's the kind of society we're living in. I'm talking about money.
Yeah, Julius.
Yeah, thank you for joining me again.
Yeah, so Julius, I have gone to retrieve my tooth. The carpenter was fixing my place in the city police station, so I want to retrieve the tooth.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was there, the back brother recognized this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get rule with him one time, and
Mm-hmm.
they went around the bottom of your belt. Sometime, let's say around 7:30 in the night,
Mm-hmm.
and the bag was seized. And according to him, when they got there, some color men ran on him and they started to start beating on him and took the car, but the girl was not harmed. So he recognized the guy at the intersection of Galley and Broad Street, and then he started to fall cry. A hungry crowd came around, they wanted to beat the girl, but the police arrested the situation. And I was there and they started acting up. And she admitted, so it is wrong. Our young people getting in the issue.
That is what I'm saying. That is what, brother. My good friend and brother who is not lying in the morning of JFK, that lot of kid that got Tuesday morning, Tuesday night. Kid from white. So the guys also going to say, just drop me, because I won't pass no motorbike. But they got a kid, they got me, man.
So Julius, lastly, on the issue of wages, Julius, I don't think this counting process will be here because the final minister, Honorable Twelve, lied to us. When he was on the EFBC, he stated that the counting process was going to start the very next day. And he was on his phone tour, he was quick about the same situation. He stated that the counting process was going to start on Friday. So if the counting process will start, then those that went to the workshop, the 17,000 men that went to the workshop that were trained for that, then they got processed. They need to receive their salaries and other benefits so that they can be able to go on the feet. And the 5,000, the 592 president that the foreign minister spoke about, that they receive salaries. They never receive anything, Julius. I know my friends now in Bapuru are calling me to send them money so they can come back to Monrovia. Because according to them, there was nothing was given to them by latest. They just need to give them their copybook, their tablet, and all the things for them to go on the field. But there was nothing given to them. So Julius,
from the very beginning of this thing, even I know you numerator treating people complaining. So what you explain, man? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, David E. Harris. Thank you this morning. Look, this is a critical national issue, and if we not take control of it, I can see something else happening. They sent something being postponed 5 times now. 5 times. So as I said, I starting today. We pray and hope that will start today. Postponement should not be the option, please. Good morning.
Yeah, great man. How are you this morning?
I'm better, friend. What's the name?
This is Joshua before Star.
Let's hear you.
I join you from the historical borough of Puta, Simple Rouge.
Go on, bro.
Yeah, my contribution is like liberalizing this nation.
Liberalizing it?
Yes.
What do you mean?
In a sense that the dreams of our fallen heroes within our Torah are developing the mind and make the hand to work. We will stop the dependency syndrome of politicians. I was just listening to the president of the Moral Central School System trying to introduce what we call compulsory education in technical skills in various high schools. Reading. The central government can empower the various high school with skills training curriculum within the present curriculum. Take it or leave it. You get people coming from high school with skill, improving yourself into advanced vocational school to sharpen their skills. Because we have wasted time, 14 years of war, delayed by study and your clinic, and the present when we find ourselves. So the mind.
But the point there is that I'll let you ask this question all the time. The 14 years of what I went through, what did we learn? What positive did we learn from the war?
The only profit we learn is a group of Liberians, thousands of Liberians in the United States that is giving back to Liberian back home, at least to scale down the poverty rate. Some Liberians went out in the diaspora, they were opportunity to get good jobs at the United Nations, some international partners. That was it.
Wow. Man, someone push you off the line. I mean, sorry. Good morning. Morning. You want to lower that set, please? I don't want to get feedback.
Yeah, I think already.
Okay, so what's the name?
Yeah, I'm Richard.
Come again.
I'm Rick calling from
your line is breaking, brother. You need to change your location small.
You get me now?
Yeah, say Richard what?
Richard Flomo.
Okay. Richard, let's hear you.
Yeah, the issue about young people now, it's worrisome about them. The Bible means that now white. They don't want to do anything. They just want to have everything on a favor platform. And life, you see, is not a joke. When you joke with life is joke with you. Some people can go and work hard to get something for themselves. And somebody will just go and forsake you. Just recently, I bought a motorbike $950. I give to a young boy to go and get ride. I can pay. Just finish. And you can go and ride today. You bring the money the next day. 2 days, the banking and saying they throw the motorbike. And I didn't sleep. I said, but then what is happening? To tell you that, and sometimes when they commit, they go, somebody hijack or they go and commit a crime. When you want to actually give them an human rights, they intervene. You see, this is a problem.
Yeah, some of the Bible are not fair. Some are not fair. So you have to be very careful. Be careful who you get a bite to. Your keke and bite to. Some are not fair. Some of them they can't need it down, like they are homo and stuff like that. But you get in your bike after days, or you can't do. I mean, they're all in cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what happened to the young man that he was trying to get to me. He said you were not doing nothing, and things are hanging out. I said, okay, I'm gonna have waiting to our account. Sorry for letting you know the thing. So this is a problem. You see about this related issue, the government is not being honest with us. And it's so sad. Because the controversy in the whole thing is started from the beginning.
From the very beginning. And so that's what I'm thinking. What are they? They do not see that. I mean, sometimes you have a forecast. They do not see ahead of them that this thing has happened, that they will have to do something before we get to where we want to get. I mean, that is a long time.
The thing is just discouraging. Because if you are different, so what you need to do first, you come in a connected and hear my hospital. Where people supposed to go, get up on all those prayers before you can send people. And the funny thing before I conclude that is that, we put politics into this somewhere. For example, somebody who is not from Bomi, you take somebody from Grand Independence to Bomi to go and do, center. It makes sense. You got to recruit people within the zero car, people who can speak the languages. See? And other people, they don't do that. But people, because they know that my friend, they know that my day, and this is what's fun in the country. And I want to you see they set up when they have gone 6 hours like this today. Because you take somebody from one country, Italian to Grand who can speak France, and you take somebody from Grand Italian to Punjab who can speak Roma. So it becomes confusing. And this is why the people are because of interest. So this is why we find ourselves in the Tennessee. Thank you for the time, man.
Thank you, Babi. Thank you. I appreciate you this morning. Very salient point there. You can't tell somebody from most of us who can speak one try and send a person to Bon County. The person can speak better. One try, but good morning. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning, Julius.
Yeah, you might talk about welcome back, brother.
Yeah, mister. I'm back on the line.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, it's like I got shut off the line.
Yeah. That's what I'm
like I was saying, concerning the action of young people, I want to encourage the young people of this country to desist from the act of harming other people. Just because you don't have it doesn't mean you harm other people. And those people who are giving you live like the girl story you explained, this just show how the society is becoming very bad. Now, because of our action, other people who are listening to the show, they'll be afraid to give other people a lift along the way.
Oh, yeah, my brother. But hey, you don't, that too much left sitting here, get problem.
So now, yeah, because of our action, I'm not going to feel the weight. Well, I just want to caution young people to desist from this kind of action. It cannot harm our society because this action will try to bring us differently in the international society. Okay? Let me close out with the issue of allegiance. I listened to the recording. Besides that, I've been following Ellis Williams, blowing series of whistle about corruption allegiance. And then I think it is about time that the president take action to dismiss Wilmot Smith, okay? Because he has been indicted by the LSCC, for Christ's sake. We are giving the president the time when the president comes back because Wilmot Smith has caused a complete disrepute allegiance. So upon the president return, when this case has not kickstarted, we're going to be leading series of political protests under the ambience of
Emmanuel, you really think President Weah will dismiss Wilmot Smith?
Wilmot Smith works at the will and flesh of the president. This is the reason why on every
the reason why I'm asking you, let's just has a board and a board of director, and so the board chair should be the one recommending a dismissal.
The prime minister, minister will not do that.
Thank you.
You know, I know he's the board chair, and he wouldn't do it. So we will speak to the president who has appointing power because this guy, I'm a citizen. We have to sit and protect 2023. There's a reason why after the president returned on the ambience of Citizens United to sit and protect 2023, we'll be calling upon the president on every platform that we may appear. If possible, we're making serious appearances, making sure that this kind of disrepute has been caused by Wilmot Smith are refusing to pay full watchers by flogging a list with the family members claiming that you want to give citizen job. We want to say to the president, sack this man, dismiss this man, let this man go and clear his into legends. Because we follow this guy record at the Labrador Football Association. We thought he was going to be a star because once he was a star, we thought he was going to become poor, but he has refused to become a poor, but he's still acting on the ambience of a star. So therefore, this guy cannot remain, as a director at Legends, while the thing that's causing chaotic thing in our country. However, Liberians have saw enough. They don't want to resolve the violence. They're going to be much chaoticism in the country about this time. But again, thank God for the legislature extending the time up to January 15th and want to give Wilmot Smith the doubt that the president should kickstart and they should tell our people, whosoever they are, do not look at parties, do the right thing, and thus we are our president will be elected in 2023 for our protest day when the president returns. Thank you very well.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Toba. Good sedition there. Thank you. And I want to see, why people do yielding results, dismissing Wilmot Smith. Well, for me, my issue is whether you dismiss him or not. My issue is from the beginning of this thing, we saw all about things. So I thought they could have gone in their closets as administrators and technocrats to sit down and start solving these problems. But instead they allow it to come to the public and affecting the public. That's bad. Good morning.
Yeah, let me say good morning to you. Let me say good morning to people like you.
Morning.
My name is Manny Jordan. I do talk to you for this weekend.
There you are.
Quickly to the issue of the discussion. You see, these guys have not come with love to this country, but they have come, bring him and disgrace our government to the country. Yesterday, this guy called laugh. Yeah, that was a shock. You know what it means to have a winter day? Just sit at home with one enumerator. And after the legislature, there was nowhere you found out any enumerator when there was no person in the country anywhere out of the country. But the president was going to win the again. He did not gather the information when things have been put in place that people have been started, of fighting a death not a holiday, and the president will be started. And we start home and we did not experience no sign of anyone coming. There's a national council. But how people will come to say, the session was conducted in 2008, but the former government hadn't conducted the census. They understood the census project. But they came to say they would do the census. And it says not only population census, but the whole census. So it's not funny what you can do in rush, but they can say, one day people cannot set up on the level.
Okay. This guy not fair. So I didn't do all the business. And this money that we are talking about is not that wrong.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Yeah, your voice. The way your voice going on. Thank you. I appreciate you this morning. Thanks for participating. I appreciate you. Yeah, let's take a few more calls and we'll wrap it up. 07777-107, 077-722-1223. Those of you watching out of Liberia want to participate, the WhatsApp number is +231 777 221 and that's it. And at that kind of a time where election is coming, we know that politicians, I'm saying it, politicians will always want to use the young people to do bad things. We'll call young people. Look, our personally will call some young guys, young people, bring them in studios. We'll discuss the activity of young people. Then I will bring another person, who will tell us the role of a young person in an election. Let us know our role as young people in election. Our role is not to go and start fighting for a politician. Not to go and start throwing stone for politicians. They're not the young people on a road that during election time. No. No. You got road. Look, we have to learn these things. We'll bring young people in the studio here. Lord, trust me, I'll do it. I'll bring young people in the studio here. We'll talk about young people's lives in this country. Then we'll bring people who will come and teach us, tell our role as young people in election. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Okay, I'm Sumo Siwa. I call you from the single belt.
Sumo, let's hear you.
Can you imagine these few days, people say that they were 10 days. And then it's 17,071 names. Some of all were listed. We went through the 3-day training again. After the 7 days, we went through another 3 days, make it 10. She has went to bring listing up yesterday. The whole entire center of Liberty Christian Church, nobody making up. So who are those that are really poor and to go work? It's just the same mess. So I just want to appreciate
Liberty Christian Center. Is that Liberty?
How you can go to go do sensor and they are not trained, and then those are trained, you put all of them there.
So all of them, nobody need chemo at all.
On the field to go do what?
My brother, hello. Yeah. You said nobody need chemo at all from Liberty Christian Center.
I am telling you, Liberty Christian Church in Ghana's around the Hardigan, because NTA,
are you a supervisor?
I am one of the enumerator, and I went through the 10 days straight. Just to find out yesterday, lately, I think yesterday night, about 3 in the morning, putting list up just to go check. Now, one person making out. When we call the TOT, the people, the facilitators, people say that legit do their own thing. Can you imagine it?
So that would have sent it.
If I lie, go and do it follow them. They were the Christian church.
So who would have sent it? Who would have sent it?
We must answer our question.
Thank you, brother. What? Thank you. Something else going on. I'll leave you. I'm telling you nothing. I'm joking. Only going out. They will confess. And they will confess. One by one, they will confess. Why are you kidding me? You train someone for 10 days and then you drop the person? Here we carrying. This country finish here. This country here. How are you? Elephant meat. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Calling from Ghana.
Let's hear you.
My brother. The government not ready.
What do you mean, not ready?
The government not ready.
What do you mean by that?
I come in, how the people spend the essential. So today, yesterday, people here, their business, all everything was shut down. And the government people came out and say, like this. On Thursday, when the director put out the business tomorrow, they definitely will have a activity to eat. And even though that so the point that the center yesterday, on our sister, they are getting comment to the area. How will you tell somebody for me, he can't any grant to go away? You tell somebody from grant he can't to Lima Castle. The point is, you or Mano, my brother, they put not ready, man. The president is not ready.
Thank you.
Our government not ready at all. Now, fiasco.
Thank you.
January 50 or January. They say January postponed. You know what?
if government wants to control anything so in the country and with jobs, no sense in the job election.
Thank you.
It will be still a problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Everybody disenchanted. And that's the nature of society, man. Not everybody will be happy at the same time. You know, I like the people responding in the morning. I like the people responding. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Want to be audible for me, please? Oh, you go off the line. Let's take the other side of it. Line. Good morning, line 2.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I'm Philip Morris calling.
Philip, let's hear you quickly.
Let me tell you, Julius.
Mm-hmm.
The anything I will listen to the video station for, and that's what is achievement. But again, every issue you have bring up is nonsense.
Everybody?
Yes. Is nonsense.
Thank you. Thank you. That's one of the rules. That's one of the young men in there. Rule there. Look, the country, we have to change the country. Ha, yeah. No. You see, it's what the thing I'm talking about. Young men behaving like that. I'm going to go your Hula Valley, go your trouble here. I don't want to be part of your trouble. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Please be audible.
Yeah, how you doing?
Better.
A better man. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm
Wow. Okay, let's hear you quickly. You're not looking bad.
You know, some of us, we get sympathizing our brother and sister, beginning from 2015, 2015, at the grade government to permanent, and then our young children refusing to do that. So, this is what I'm trying to do. And all the billions, so young or old, let us get ready to take this money in 2017.
Okay, thank you. That's why I'm here for. Thank you very much. Yeah, so you see, a young man will take a point in time, take a call on the radio to insult on public radio. You see how indecent they can be? And I just wish his child or children were listening to him to know how their father is rude, very rude. Yeah, man, what we saying? Nothing bad we saying here. Maybe you are fanatics of the Green Party, but what we saying here that worrying and insult. Is that what can be rude? That young man, young people, no, an older man will never do that. That's why I said we need to change our look, hey man. Changing attitude, that program will go on, but we can bring it back on the radio. And young man, on public radio, you can't start cursing. And I want to say now tomorrow, the children say, I'm responsible father. What they call responsible father? Yeah, but this country interests you. This country is interesting. Anyway, I'm not taking any calls again. I'm wrapping it up now. But you see, so we come on the radio and people like Emmanuel Tokman calling all to say, yeah, a good idea. Someone calling and acting the same way with the same thing we are avoiding society. Someone is calling him misbehaving. And young man is doing that. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the society now. I'd rather be good. The guys on Zogo, they don't give me clean clothes, you know. A Zogo father there, I'm on a Zogo. Folks, let me say thanks to all of you for participating this morning. I'm going to be back next Saturday again. Coming up shortly, I'll bring you some music up to later on. Later on at 11 o'clock, we're hoping to bring the Farouk show. So, I mean, you were getting what I'm saying, right? You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying, you don't have interest, turn off. Go to a different station that you have interest in. Simple. But you listening to me, you say what I'm saying, but you listening to me, then you see your call to call, all because you want to disgrace yourself on national radio. That's disgraceful you are, man, in the morning. If you have some friends around you, they should stop being your friends because you are rude. You're not really a good human being. Hello. Anyway, folks, thanks to all of you, man. Thanks to all of you. Before I go to play the clip, I will hear you again. I'll play my man. I play the man of the year. the man of the year they play. I will play my brother.
We hit the ground running, so I can confirm to you that tomorrow our people will be out. They will begin the process of the enumeration. And we are hoping that the communities can cooperate. We have 148 sites across the country. The training centers, the training we have was not here at ladies alone. It's across the country. So when they say deployment of decentralization play, it's already been in place.
So the first thing I want to encourage women to stop going to the media and providing false information to the Liberian people and to the president as a whole. I am encouraging Wilmot Smith and the rest of the other people who are hijacking the serious national process to stop doing what they are doing, because they are embarrassing the government and they are embarrassing the country. If they force it to go to census tomorrow, even if you give up to the end of this month, we will not achieve even 50% of the population being counted, because this process is not organized, it's dysfunctional, it is marked by corruption and incompetence.
Okay, so that's it. That's how I to end it this morning on this radio. Yeah, thanks for being there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being my follower. You know, let me say something. No matter what you do under this song, everyone will not like you. Everyone will not like you. Whether you're doing good or you're doing bad, people will still hate you. People will still hate you. But that's it. That's all I got to say. No matter what you do, people will hate you. People will love you. People will hate you. Jesus Christ came to save us. People still hated him. So who am I? He don't want everybody to like me. No. If everybody would like Judah, then me, I'm not living a good life. If everybody would like Julius, that means I'm not living a good life. People must hate me for what I would do. And I will always stand firm for what I stand for. I don't give a damn for anybody. Thank you. You know, and for those of you, again, take time how you give people lifts. What about rider? When you move in a nice all the kind of you to carry it. Look at that person careful, be very careful. Because young people now I think they're using to kill their friend. Because the females now who they plenty on the men, because they feel that the motorball rider they will see they get and say, oh, that girl, you don't know me. But they saying that they carry on to go to be juking over your motorbike. You be careful while you're moving at night. You be very careful. Because of giving lift to a lady, now one of my friends now is at the JFK mall now. They put a block. They put a block over there. They didn't waste time waiting for her neck, the back of her neck, chopping. Be very careful how you do things in this country. Thanks to all of you. Have yourselves a wonderful and a God bless day. Bye-bye for today.